What is up, YouTube? And thank you for joining me for another video in the Lifestyle Overhaul series. So, before we get started, if you are not subscribed, if you could please go and subscribe, that would do great things to help me with the algorithm and help to grow my channel. So, before we get started, if you could do that, I would greatly appreciate it. So, jumping into this video, I wanted to talk about my push day and how I've been training for that because it's been a little while since I've given an update as to how the recovery has been going since I strained my chest. And honestly, it's been going very slow, but we're seeing improvements. So, um, basically, what I'm going to do for this video is I'm going to pop up a few clips of just my training from my actual workout. So I'll throw those on the screen uh, as I'm talking here. But the first thing that I've been doing for push day is now that I can, I've still been doing bench press. I alternate between doing flat bench and incline bench. Incline bench definitely feels a lot better for me. Um, when I do flat bench, when I'm kind of warming up and kind of working my way up gradually in weight, I do notice that it's just like a little bit more of a stretch. So it has me a little bit more cautious. So I take it a little bit slower with that. But essentially, what I do is I'm doing high repetitions right now. So honestly, those can range from anywhere from like 15 to 25, 30 repetitions because right now I've been very cautious increasing the weight because I don't want something stupid to happen. So we've been just gradually climbing up, and I do a lot of sets. Honestly, it's probably a majority of the workout as of right now is kind of like just very incremental increases. So, like 5 pound increases, and just climbing and climbing and climbing up until I'm at like that weight that I think is kind of my current max while lifting safely. So I try to control it as best I can, and I just go through some repetitions, and I'll do 5, 6, 7 sets of that. So that's kind of how things get started. And it's the same thing for incline and flat bench. So one day I'll do flat bench, one day I'll do incline, and I climb it up the same way. Incline, I can go slightly heavier because I just feel a little bit safer in that. Sometimes I also play around with my range of motion. So there are some days where I feel like it's it's not 100%, and then I just kind of restrict my range so I won't go completely to my chest. I'll keep it an inch, or even 2 inches off, and I'll just kind of work within that range of motion and still just work on getting a pump. And it's been going pretty great. The most I've done, I believe, is I've gotten up to 135, so a 45 pound plate on each side. Um, with restricted range of motion. So I haven't done 135 with full range of motion yet, but honestly, it's been going good. I haven't had any like big scares or anything where I've overdone it. So I like that because I usually overdo things. So uh, that being said, that is kind of how that works. And then I've also been sticking with doing resistance band flies. I like doing these. They kind of allow me to get a little bit of a stretch, and I do very light resistance bands. So it's helping me to just kind of stretch it out, staying controlled, keeping tension, and then doing the contraction. So those are like my two main chest exercises. And then I've been doing just um, again like lighter overhead presses even. I haven't felt any issues, and maybe I'm just taking it too cautious, but I would rather be too cautious than not. So I've just been doing light overhead presses with kettlebells that I have. So those are only 30 pounds. So it's 30 pounds in each arm. And again, we just go for high repetitions and we bang out about 3 sets of that. And then we move on to just some triceps. So it will be usually tricep press downs, and then I'll usually do some type of overhead extension as well. Um, and usually I'll superset those just because I love supersetting the triceps, getting a good pump, and just like my arm feeling massive. But honestly, that's pretty well been it for the push day. And then I've also started something kind of new that I've been incorporating that I should have been doing forever, is just some core work. So usually at the end of it, each workout or every second workout, this doesn't go for just push day, so it could be on a push, pull, or leg day. But what I've been incorporating is just some core work. So I'll do like some planks one day. I'll do some hanging leg raises another day. We'll do some weighted like band crunches. Just anything to just engage the core a little bit, because honestly, it's for whatever reason, when I was a kid and I was lean and I had abs, I love doing abs. And now that I'm older and heavier and have a lot of body fat on, I'm just not interested. And it is so important to have a nice strong core, and probably is a good portion of the issue with like the reason I get lower back pain so much, and things like that. So it's important for me to strengthen my core. So I'm trying not to neglect that. So we try to get at least one core exercise um, in each workout. Obviously, depending on how sore I feel, maybe I'll skip one workout and then I'll do it the next time. But yeah, so that's just a little bit of the tweaks that I've made. But overall, recovery seems to be going well. But I also am, like I said, just very cautious. So very cautious. I haven't pushed it. I haven't really like kind of done anything where I'm even questioning whether it was a smart idea or is a smart idea. So everything's going well, and we're just kind of keeping the ego in check. It's nice because I work like right now I'm working out in the garage, and honestly the only ego, like I'm only battling with myself here, whereas if I go to the gym, things like that, as much as I would like to admit that I don't ego lift when I go to the gym, I definitely do. um, so we're trying to avoid any silly mistakes that could set me back any further. But honestly, we're still dropping weight. I'm feeling great otherwise. And yeah, we're just keeping moving and keeping the progress going. Nutrition's been great so far, so we're just gonna stick with it. But that is my nice and quick update for you on this push day. So hopefully you enjoyed it. If you did, please make sure to give this video a thumbs up, as I would greatly appreciate that. Comment down below what kind of videos you want to see in the future. I would love to hear from you. And really, you know the drill. Like I said at the beginning of this video, if you could subscribe to the channel, that would be fantastic. We're sitting at just around like 800. I think I was like 816 subscribers. So we're getting close to that 1,000 mark. That doesn't mean monetization, because my watch time hours are still fairly low, but it's still exciting. I want to hit 1,000. That's my current milestone goal. So we're getting there, slowly, but it's happening. So turn those or subscribe and turn those notifications on, because we post 2 videos a week. And if you want to stay up to date, that is the best way to do it. Other than that, you could always share the channel or share video with your friends or anyone that you feel like or is going through their own little lifestyle overhaul and may need some just inspiration or see what somebody else is doing. So with all of that being said, I have nothing left to say now. So I will see you in the next video.